Hello, hello. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm your host this evening on the Valentines podcast. I hope you're all doing well. Today we have a very special guest star coming to you today. We'll get to that in a second. So we're going to get this thing started. If everyone's gone to the bathroom and got refreshed and food, let's get this thing going. Without further ado, everyone, welcome Cam. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Let's get this thing going. Well, it's our pleasure. It's great having you today, Cam. So, from everything we hear, it's going very well with you and Aline. So, if you don't mind, today we ask the viewers for a couple questions, and we'll go over them today and see where we go from there, all right? So, we have a first question for you. Start off, introduce everyone. How did you first meet your wife? How did you first meet Aline? What was your first impressions of her? Yeah, absolutely. So me and Aline met actually on New Year's night. I know, sparks flying kind of night. We met at a bar called La Roca, which was very funny that it was not really either of our bar. It just happened to be where we both ended up that night. And I'm so glad I did, because the second I walked in, I locked eyes with her like it was planned, and it was love at first sight, really. I locked eyes with her the second I walked in that room, and my life changed forever. I saw the most beautiful woman I've ever laid eyes on, and I was actually, a little embarrassing story, I was actually a little nervous when I first walked in, so I actually ran to the bathroom to kind of hide and collect my thoughts before I went out there. But all things considered, it was an amazing night, and it led to where we are today, and I couldn't be happier. Thanks. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, no doubt. She is a dime piece, you know what we're saying? Sorry. So then, what was the moment you realized you were in love with her? Oh, yeah, no. Like I said, the second I walked in, I knew I was in love with her. The second we made eye contact, I said to myself, I can't mess this up. I better not fuck this up, because she's the most beautiful woman I've ever met, and I needed her to be mine. And here we are today, so hanging on, but well, I love where I'm at. Thanks. Well, no doubt, I guess it's true. Love at first sight really is a thing, everyone. Perfect. So then, given that, how has your love evolved over the past few years? Ooh, that's a good one. How has it evolved over the years? Well, it's only been a few years so far. Overall, it's only been a little over 2 years, but I think we have evolved a lot, and our love has evolved a lot in the 2 years. Of course, it starts out like any other relationship would, just completely infatuated with each other. But I think our love has evolved into something that we both wanted our whole life, and that's a family. I think we're past the point of just me and her, where now it's me, her, Hayes, Cam, and this big announcement. We do have another one coming. Yes, thank you, everyone. But yeah, I think our love has became, like, to the point it's became so solid and so perfect that our love is so much more than love. It's happiness, it's content, it's trust, it's peace, if that makes sense. Like, I'm at peace with my life. Like, I've made it to where I've always wanted to, and that's where I want to always be, you know? Wow, that's very deep, and I think that'd be very inspiring to many of the people here today. All right, next question we have here. This question's asked by Becky. What's something unique about your relationship that makes yours individually special? Yeah, okay. Something unique about our relationship. I think something unique about our relationship is that if you look at the typical 24, 25-year-old person, they're still trying to find themselves, what they want to do, what they want their life to look like. And I think our relationship differs in that today's day and age, everyone's so addicted to social media and trying to find the perfect world, the perfect this, that. But I think me and Aline, we we said, let's do it. We committed to each other. I committed to her just as she committed to me, to build an amazing life, to have the kids already, to do all these kind of things, to get engaged. We did it really early on, and I think that's something that not many couples do. Everyone's so scared of marriage these days. I think you guys would all agree that so many people these days just aren't getting married, aren't committing, aren't having kids, because you can just break up in this world so easily, and that's something that me and Elaine have never understood, and will never be that kind of person. And then I think another unique thing is just to, sorry, not to rub it in anyone's faces, but the things she does for me that I appreciate so much, writes love letters, and she supports me like no one ever has. She does all these little love things that just remind me every day how lucky I am to have her in my life. And it's something that I've never experienced, someone with a true loving heart like that. And it's amazing. Wow, she really is just an incredible woman, hey. Yes, no doubt, no doubt. So, next question here. Can you recall a time where she supported you in a way that essentially changed your life? Do you recall anything like that? Yeah, okay. Okay, somewhere where she supported me and changed my life. I think I might need a second to think on this one. It's kind of hard putting all these on the spot like that. But no, great question. Whoever asked that, great question. Where she supported me and it kind of changed my life. I think it didn't happen and go through, but I think when I said I was planning on going to med school, and that she was ready to drop everything and sacrifice a part of her life to let me go through med school, and I was studying for it. We had change of plans because, you know, life changes and stuff, but that never went through. But the fact that she was willing to do that for me means everything to me, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Is the most, for someone to do that, something so big for you, it's a surreal feeling, really. Perfect. Man, the viewers are eating this up. All right, so what's your favorite memory of you two together? Ooh, my favorite memory. Okay. One that comes to mind, I don't know why this one is one of them. There's so many good memories, but one of them that I've always loved is early on in our relationship, a few months in, we did, like, it's called a tailgate date, and we just brought a bunch of blankets, pillows, drove out to the middle of nowhere, and just enjoyed each other's company. There was no using our phones, there was no, none of that. We were just with nature, and there wasn't many bugs, which was nice. We did a beautiful photo shoot. I look at those pictures all the time. And it was just something spontaneous that, you know, I've never done. And I just look back at those pictures every day and just see how the laughs we had, and how fortunate I am to be in the position I am with her. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I don't know why that one stuck out to me when you asked me that, but that's one of them. But I could sit here all day, and we don't have enough time to tell you all the stories and memories I have with her. Wow, that's very, very deep. Beautiful, man. I'm jealous of you guys. All right. So next question we have here coming in is, what qualities about her do you admire the most, and how does she inspire you? Ooh, okay. Yeah. So I think what Aline does that inspires me the most is her qualities in being a patient mom and parent to our kids. That was always the biggest thing I was worried about when finding my partner in life. But she is so good and so gentle with these kids. They love her, they're so attached to her because of the big heart that she has and that she gives to them. Nothing's a big deal, nothing is, if something goes wrong, you know, we fix it, we figure it out. We explain how not to do it again to the kids, and she just has such a way of doing it that makes our kids feel loved and not scared, and I really admire that about her. It's something that I've always wanted, a quality in my partner, and she's chock full of it. Her gentle, caring nature towards our children is something to really admire. All right, perfect. Now, question we've all been waiting for, I think a juicy one that everyone would like to hear now. How do you handle the tough times in your relationship? And what role would you say love plays in overcoming those challenges? Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So, that's a little complicated one. Well, I think we can all agree that every relationship has complications and every relationship has troubles and fights, and I think nowadays it's like there's such a easy like breakup culture, if that makes sense, that people just want to like end things, break up, and find someone else because it's so easy, so fast. And that's something that actually me and Aline talk about often, is that like, why? Like, you need to fight to stay together these days. It doesn't matter how you can go find someone else. Like, that's, to me, that doesn't make any sense. I'm with the person I want to be for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna fight to be with that person forever, no matter what it takes. And I think love does play a great role in it, but love and lust, they only go so far, and they won't last forever. And I think the commitment you have, the passion towards each other, the commitment and the emotional ties you have with each other, I think that's what carries, I think that's the difference of what carries us through a relationship, is that we are so confident in ourselves and know that we're together for life, like we're each other's person, and that we deal with problems, and communication is big, is huge, and we deal with problems when they come up, because they're gonna come up. Anyone who thinks they're not gonna have any problems in a relationship, you need to be realistic, and you need to work together to figure out a solution, because breaking up should be the last option on everyone's mind. And me and Aline, we are committed to each other forever, and although even though there are tough days, we figure out how to get around them and what we can do to never have those again, you know? Wow, well, sounds like you guys just have got it all pieced together, hey? What are we even doing here, right? I guess showing everyone what the perfect love scene scenario looks like, hey? Well, great. Now, next question, I guess. If she was long abroad and you had to write a love letter for her right now, what would you say in that? Oh, writing a love letter. That's funny. That's one thing that me and Aline actually do quite a lot. For a lot of all the special events and big milestones that we reach together, she writes more than I do, but we tend to write lots of love letters to each other. Usually they end up saying the same things because we pour our hearts out and everything, and our love has remained the same since we met each other, but remained the same and went up, you know what I mean? But if I could write a letter to her right now, I would tell her everything that she needs to hear, that my love for her is timeless, it's endless, and it grows with every passing second, every passing minute from the moment we laid eyes on each other. And it will continue to grow until we're both long off this planet. If one of us was to ever go first, that I know that whether it's me or her to go first, that on the other side I'll be waiting for her, because she's my person in this life, another life, in every life, and I hope that she truly knows that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought thinking about it, but yeah, we will continue to write love letters to each other, and I think everyone should. I think it's a great way of remembering the times together, and I got her a little time capsule memory box for Valentine's Day last year, and all those kind of things we put in there, and it means a lot. It means a lot, even just looking through it, the memories. I recommend everyone do it. Wow, that's just beautiful. Going back to you guys being set in stone, what does forever mean to you when you think about you and Aline and your relationship? Forever, that's a big word. Forever to me is forever. Forever means that no matter what happens, no matter what life throws at us, she's my person. And like I was just talking about, forever means in this universe, in another universe, in every lifetime, I'll find her. And in every lifetime, she is my person through and through. And forever to me means until we take our last breath and give our last kiss to each other. She'll forever be my person, my soulmate, and my damn best friend. To me, forever means through the good times, through the hard times, through the fun times, through the sad times, we're there for each other, and we try our damn best to be whatever the other person needs, whenever they need it. Whew, you're making me emotional here. I didn't think I'd. Oh, okay. Yeah, next question. Wow, amazing, amazing. Man, I am jealous of you two. You guys really got it figured out, it seems like. So I guess what time is it? Carol, what time is it? Okay, we're running out of time here, folks. Got just a few more questions we can ask. This one comes in from Tyler. What's one thing that you've learned about love since being with her and since meeting her? Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Something I've learned about love since being with her is that, another thing, since being with her, is from us and from a couple of friends of ours, is that you can't expect your person to give you everything. You can't expect them to be your boyfriend, your best friend, your person you go to when you're sad, the person you want to hang out with. You need other people in your life as well. You need good friends, you need good support systems. If you try and expect your boyfriend or girlfriend to do everything right, the right way that you want it, you're gonna be let down. You need to have friends to support you, to chat with, to go out with. Of course, you need to go out with your partner and chat and be, you need to be best friends with them, kind of thing. But don't expect everything from your partner. Your partner will always give you love and be there for you, but you also need friends. You also need other connections where you get stuff from. For example, if your boyfriend or girlfriend was also your boss, also your you can't have them be everything, or else you're just gonna get let down and disappointed. Mostly I've learned that through friends of ours, but yeah. Absolutely. Me and my wife are trying to figure some of that stuff out, but bygones, we'll let bygones be bygones, right? Water under the bridge, am I right, folks? Anyway, last question here. If you could take Aline on any dream date right now, where would it be and why? All right, wow, well, that time flew by. So I guess last question is that if I could take her anywhere, a dream date would, I think honestly it would be like a Disneyland or Disney World. I hope we're gonna go there one day with our kids, but I think just right now, if I could just bring her anywhere and snap my fingers, I think we go there. She's the biggest fan of Mickey Mouse, and I think she would really enjoy it there. She's never been there. And she deserves to go if anyone does. So I think I'd love to take her there and I've never been there myself, so I'm not too sure of what's happened there, but I'd love to go there. Another place I'd love to go with her is maybe Mexico or maybe Mexico. Actually, I do have tomorrow's actually her birthday, and I do have a little surprise for her for vacation. Spoiler. But I think I'd bring her to Disneyland, maybe a vacation somewhere tropical, maybe a trip to the States, except the dollar's so bad now, but I think that's where we're at, and yeah. Well, all right, there it is, folks. Looks like that's all that time we have for today. I'd like to thank everyone who came. Everyone give Cam here, a round of applause for showing up to our podcast today. We'll definitely see you soon again. And I hope everyone has a great night. And I hope that you, Cam and Aline, have a great Valentine's Day.